We agreed to meet in Rzeszów. Rzeszów is the city near to the Polish-Ukrainian border, and we met there together with Prime Minister of Czech Republic, Prime Minister of Slovenia, and President Kaczynski, and we went together to Przemyśl, because in Przemyśl we had a pre-arranged train. We started early in the morning. We arrived at around 7 p.m. Kiev time, maybe a little bit later than 7 p.m. Ukrainian time. Not during the travel. We were actually traveling through the cities which were suggested to us and picked by our Ukrainian partners. Let me thank also Prime Minister Schmyhal, who helped us in organizing all this so that the trip was safe, as safe as it could be during the wartime. All the time, it wasn't the most important thing for me. When I thought about those women and children who are bombed every day, I said to myself, Europe has to stop this massive crime which is done by the Russians and by Putin. So this was for me the most important thing, and the risks which people are taking on their shoulders in Ukraine, the Ukrainian soldiers fighting for their and our freedom, is so much bigger than I was not so much concentrating on the risks of our group. Prime Minister and President were, if I may say so, during the wartime, the word happy is not appropriate, but they were very, very pleased with our presence there, because this was a visible sign of our unity and a visible sign that Europe is not leaving Ukraine isolated. Ukraine cannot be isolated in these days. They really fight with lion hearts for our security as well. President Zelenskyj is a true leader, commander-in-chief and statesman, and Prime Minister Schmyhal is also a very strong leader in those difficult, terrible times, and they look for support all over the place, but at the same time they do not surrender, and they will not surrender. They will fight till the very last street is defended, very last apartment building which is being bombed now by the Russian tanks. And I spoke in Paris to Ursula von der Leyen, to Charles Michel, President of the European Council, and I took also a pre-arranged package of additional support. There is this huge support going through the Polish border to Ukraine. Predominantly it's humanitarian aid, but also defensive weapon. And this is, by the way, what they need. They ask us predominantly to help them to defend their borders, to defend their homes. I call upon Chancellor Scholz, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, of course President Joe Biden, President Emmanuel Macron, to go there, to look in the eyes of women and children of Ukraine, and to help them to rescue their lives. I hope that the recent change, the U-turn, as you said, is not only meaningful but will last, is durable. It will last for longer, because it is so important that Germany understands the true aims of the Kremlin policy. We have to say stopping the war machine of Putin equals stopping buying gas and oil from Putin. How to force Putin to peace, to revert to peace, is through very hard economic sanctions, crushing economic sanctions, without exceptions.